Daughters of the American Revolution. On behalf of the John Alden chapter, I want to warmly welcome all of you to our Good Citizens Recognition Program. We are here to honor the high school students from these local schools. We will discuss later what makes a good citizen, but the John Alden chapter is delighted to have all of you here today. I would also like to thank the Good Citizens Committee led by Joan Rogers for all the planning and prepping for today's program. At this time, I would like everyone to stand, if able, and place your right hand over your heart and recite with us the Pledge of the American Revolution, the Pledge of Allegiance. Also on your program, we're going to recite the American's Creed, which is on the, I don't know which side is the back side, but it's there. Please remain standing through the invocation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The American's Creed. I believe in the United States of America as a government of the people, by the people, for the people, whose just powers are derived from the consent of the government, a democracy and a republic, a sovereign nation of many sovereign states, a perfect union, one and inseparable, established upon those principles of freedom, equality, justice, and humanity, for which American patriots sacrificed their lives and fortunes. I therefore believe it is my duty to my country to love it, to support its Constitution, to obey its laws, to respect its flag, and to defend it against all enemies.
First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to each of you that went on to be selected from high school for those citizens. The John Alden chapter of ladies, all of us would like to welcome you and welcome your parents, your family, and your counselors today. We are grateful you're able to join us, and we welcome all. We're missing a couple, but we still want you. We wish every good citizen much success as you begin your next year. The world often makes choices for you. So take your time and make your choices that fit you. Would you please listen to this scripture and then James 1:22 tells us, don't just listen to God. You must do what He says. Otherwise, you will be fooling yourself. And it's James 1:22. And you may pray your faith or your tradition. Pray together. Our Heavenly Father, we have gathered to honor those good citizens who have emphasized leadership, dedication, and citizenship. Bless them, pray, guidance, and wisdom as they continue to move throughout their lives. Therefore, help them with their work and the determination, dedication that they may have that can achieve their goals and the desires of their hearts. And may they use their skills to bless the lives of others in our country and throughout the world. May the leaders, teachers, and parents be blessed for the vital roles that they have played in giving these youth the good citizen qualities and values that they have. Please bless us all with safety and protection, and may all our actions glorify you in all we do.
Everyone can be seated. Have you been able to hear
thing on the third here. So I guess when you all come up to speak, you're going to have to adjust the microphone because I'm short. And a few people like fans or tall. So. Okay, I'm Joe Rogers, in case anybody hasn't figured that out. Anyway. I too want to say welcome to the D.A.R. Good Citizen School winners, to your families, to the school sponsors, to our D.A.R. members, and all of our guests. And I want to thank St. John's Episcopal Church for allowing us to have our D.A.R. Good Citizen ceremony here. And thank you to MCTV videographer Karen Thurlow for taping our ceremony. Today, as we recognize our school winners, you will each receive a D.A.R. Good Citizen pin that you will be able to wear the rest of the school year. This year, 8 schools in our area have chosen a school D.A.R. Good Citizen. Unfortunately, 2 apparently are not, well, I know of one, but I don't know if it will come or not, but we had 8 this year. So 8 in our area have chosen a school D.A.R. Good Citizen. We thank schools for participating and for helping us share this memorable occasion for these young people. After reading about the many accomplishments that all of you have already made, and I am convinced that your schools did an excellent job in choosing each one of you. You are a marvelous group of young people. I am amazed at all of the things that you managed to fit into your time. It's a pleasure to meet each one of you today. A student that is selected as the school's D.A.R. Good Citizen must have the qualities of dependability, which includes truthfulness, loyalty, and punctuality; service, which includes cooperation, courtesy, and consideration of others; patriotism, which includes unselfish interest in family, school, community, and nation; leadership, which includes personality, self-control, and the ability to assume responsibility. This fall, you are selected by your faculty and or your senior class to represent your school. The essay for this year has the title, Our American Heritage and Our Responsibility for Preserving It, with the focus question, what are the civic responsibilities of a good citizen, and why are these duties, activities, and behaviors important to the shaping of the America you hope to experience? The students didn't know until they sat down to write what the title would be. They were allowed 2 hours to write their essay of not more than 550 words. They were allowed to use a computer, as long as it was internet disabled, and they were allowed to use spell check or dictionary. 3 judges, who are not D.A.R. members, were selected to review the essays and determine a winner for the chapter. Along with the essays, the judges also looked at the students' high school interests, activities, and accomplishments, grades, contributions to the community, and extracurricular activities, such as volunteering in clubs, doing a part-time job, etc. Each student had been asked to describe why the 4 qualities of a D.A.R. Good Citizen are important and how they try to exhibit them in his or her life. The judges reviewed all of the above, and they came to a decision as to which one of the entries would represent our John Allen chapter. Today's winning essay and personal information will be sent on to the state level. The state winner will receive a scholarship or bond and also a special state citizen pin and certificate. The state winning essay then goes on to compete in the group. There are 8 divisions. Our division includes Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, Virginia, and Michigan. The 8 division winners then compete at national level. The national winner is invited to Washington, D.C. to attend the D.A.R. Continental Congress and will be awarded a scholarship, an inscribed silver bowl, and certificate. There are scholarships and certificates for the national second place winner and third place winner. We will announce our chapter winner after all of our good citizens are introduced. Our winner does not yet know of his or her selection. We hope that this year's chapter winner advances to state and perhaps our division group and national level. Someone will. Perhaps it'll be our chapter winner. If there are any past good citizens, D.A.R. good citizens, would you please stand and let us know who you are? Now I know of one. Now I don't know if there are any more. And would you announce your name for the...
Sure. I'm Amy Baxi. I went to Meridian High School, and that's where I was selected as the D.A.R. CED then. And now I've been an activity for the last 3 years, teaching and editing. So.
Thank you, Amy. Is there anyone else who perhaps was a D.A.R. citizen? Thank you, Amy. And now I will introduce our guest speaker. Alicia Christie is the Director of Community Impact at the Midland Area Community Foundation. She has been with the foundation since 2019. Alicia earned a bachelor's degree in social work from Saginaw Valley State University and a master's degree in social work from Michigan State University. Her previous career experience includes nonprofit service and leadership, specifically serving and advocating for children and families. Alicia has a drive and passion to provide a sense of community and connection with people and systems, both personally and professionally. In her role with the foundation, she has the opportunity to engage in community efforts and collaborate with organizations and social efforts that are continuing to stand in the gap with those within our community. Additionally, she is responsible for the coordination of the founder's grant-making process. Alicia.
Thank you.
And change the microphone. Yeah. There.
I also tend to have a pretty booming voice, but I do want to check. Can my friends in the back hear okay? All right, if at any point I'm either shouting too loud or talking too quietly, please just flag me. Hi. I have not had the opportunity to read all of the submissions and work that got you here today, but I do want to say just a sincere congratulations. When I was looking through some of the criteria and requirements and service that all of you were asked to share about in this process, it really is quite amazing the experiences and your purpose that has led you here to today. So sincerely, congratulations. I thought you were awesome before I sat up here and listened to Joan share about what you had to do, and now I think you're even more awesome because I promise you, 20 plus years ago, when I was not in these physical seats, I would have never been in these physical seats. So I think it's really beautiful to think that at senior year in high school, you are all off being able to share your stories and share the work that you've engaged in. So congratulations. I was asked to come and talk, and I was asked to just come and share a few minutes around what is my passion? What can I impart on the award recipients today that might be a takeaway? And honestly, I wasn't coming up with much, right? Because it's like, what do I have to be able to share with all of you from a standpoint of passion? But then it really clicked that in order to lean into the awards that you've all been honored with today, and lean into the qualities of leadership and service above self and dependability, like those things take a level of community and a level of building community that I think is a huge passion for me. And so I wanted to just chat for a few minutes with you about that. I really think that community transcends any of the what that you will be doing after high school. The what of where you go to work, where you go to start education, where you go to live. I think it's much more about how are you engaging in the communities that you are a part of and that you will be a part of as you navigate the what of life. As Joan said, my name is Alicia. I work at the Community Foundation. I'm the Director of Community Impact there. When I think about my experience and my role, I'm actually excited to share with you that, again, it's not the what of my role or the experiences through nonprofit work that really excite me. It's about the why. In all of the work that I have engaged in, whether it's through direct service nonprofit to kids or currently in philanthropy at a community level, it's all about this idea of building a sense of community for myself and for the communities that I'm a part of. And so I want, as I'm kind of sharing with you the communities that I'm a part of, I want you to think, what are the communities that you're a part of right now? You're not just a part of the geographical community that you physically live in. You're a part of many more communities than that. So some of the communities that I am proud to say I'm engaged in is, I'm engaged in a home community, I'm engaged in a work community, I have family community, friend community, colleague community, faith community, and one that I'm really proud of is the foster care community. I am a proud foster and adopted mom, and I see the opportunity to build community for people that have historically been left with little to no community. And so those are just a couple of the communities that come to my mind, and I hope that as I'm talking, you're also thinking of the communities that you are a part of. And I say that because community building is not unique to me. Every single person in this room, obviously the 7 of you, six of you, okay, extra shorter. Every single person in this room is a community builder. And again, I started out by saying I really have some respect for the fact that you all are sitting here in your teenage years, coming with that service beyond self, leadership, dependability, patriotism, because when I think about some of the characteristics in which allow us to be good, strong community builders, like those are some of the characteristics that come to mind. So why does community building even matter? Why would I spend these couple of minutes with you talking about it? And again, I shared at the beginning, community is inevitable. It will always surround you. Community can be healthy, community can be unhealthy, community can help you thrive, community can prevent some of that. And I think that it's just, I'm imparting this idea that we all have a responsibility and ownership to take in how we cultivate a sense of community in the spaces and places that we find ourselves. You're not always going to probably be a part of the Midland or surrounding location. You might go on and you might be in community within career and geographical location and education. We all have a part to play in how we cultivate community. I think that's it. Okay. So again, I think when I think about community, it doesn't just stop there, right? Like why would we work so hard to build a sense of community? Why is it important that wherever we find ourselves, we're really leaning into thinking about the various communities we're a part of? No matter where the communities are for you, whether that's work, home, school, a physical place, that has significant impact. Community has significant impact on your sense of belonging. Sense of belonging is critical when we think about the ways that it allows us to experience resiliency during tough times, cope with hardship, and experience better physical and mental health. At the end of the day, our stories and our experiences are probably vastly different if we sat down and talked about our lived experiences. However, what we can say is that all of us in this room have faced some sort of adversity, has faced some sort of hardship. And the reality is that if we have a connected sense of belonging to the communities we're a part of, it allows us to navigate through those hard times in a healthier way. I found some statistics that I want to share with you from the Belonging Barometer report. And they were pretty startling. It said that 64% of the people surveyed did not experience a sense of belonging in the workplace. 74% of people did not experience a sense of belonging in their local community. And additionally, I found a statistic that in 2022, high school students that were surveyed identified 49% of them experienced non-belonging in their high schools. This is heavy. This isn't like fun data. However, this is the data that we have because we just recently, as a society, started to take for very serious this idea that belonging and community is critical to our health. So we don't have a lot of the great outcomes and statistics, but we do know that all of us in this room, and specifically the 6 of you, have the opportunity to move beyond today, move beyond your senior year into whatever is next for you, and really think about how can you be a part of the work that helps to reduce some of those percentages, to create belonging not only for yourselves, but the people that you engage with. So I want you to remember, change is inevitable. As we all know, community is inevitable. The types of community that you're a part of may change, but your need to experience community and belonging will not. So when I was thinking about, like, what does this all mean? What are a few practical things that I can share with you about community building and that role in action right now and in the future? I came up with a short list. It sounds like from your introduction, you're probably engaging in a lot of these things. But again, as you look at next year and beyond, you will experience changes. And when we experience changes to what we are used to, we have to recenter ourselves on remembering what it means to display some of those characteristics you're being recognized for and what it means to be a community builder. So I think my first piece and first suggestion, get involved. Wherever you end up, either right now, or where you are right now, or after high school, join a club. Get engaged in a volunteer group. Get engaged in a service club. Something that almost mandates you to move beyond self and be a part of a community that helps to cultivate belonging. Embrace difference. Allow yourself to be uncomfortable. You want to seek learning from others with diverse experiences and perspective from yourself. This helps to cultivate a deeper empathy and compassion for others. Show up authentically in the communities in which you are a part of right now and into the future. If nothing else, this models safety for other people to do the same. Welcome new people into the communities that you're a part of. Show humility. If you make an error, acknowledge it. None of us are perfect. We have all made mistakes. And the more humble and humility that we can carry, again, it allows us to model just real authenticness to the people in which we're in community with. Consider little acts of service to the community. When you're engaging with people, listen to learn. Do not listen to respond. And finally, be kind. Show kindness. And one of the things that every single school sitting here, you all representing the school, are starting to participate in next week is something called Kindness Week. Every single school. And if you've not heard of it, that's okay. Go talk to a teacher, go talk to a peer, go talk to your student leadership team. Ask how you can get engaged. Creating kindness in the current community that you are a part of within your education. And I want to leave you with one personal, and then I'm done. And I don't know if I actually shared, Joe mentioned that my experience has been working with youth, specifically in the foster care community. I spent 10 years of my career working in a children's home for kids in foster care. Essentially, they lived with us for the time being that maybe they did not have a family. Maybe they were seeking a long-term, forever family. They lived with us. They lived with us for experiences and reasons that were way out of their control. And I just want to share a story about my friend Ben. Ben lived with us for over 2 years of his adolescent life. And he came to the Community Foundation, not the Community Foundation, the Children's Home, not having a whole ton of community, not having a whole ton of healthy community, people and systems that have helped him develop a sense of belonging. And it was so beautiful to walk alongside Ben for over 2 years and really help him to feel a sense of connection to the community that was the children's home, but even cooler to be able to help him cultivate community outside of the children's home. Places like his school, getting a job and being a community in the workplace, finding a faith community that he felt he could obtain mentorship and long-term relationships with. So he went on and he left the children's home and he graduated high school a few years after leaving. And it was beautiful. There was a small group of us from the children's home that went to cheer him on for his high school graduation. And it was so awesome to see that we were only 5 of like the 40 people that showed up for him to walk across that stage and receive a milestone accomplishment for himself. And again, the 35 other people that were represented in that room cheering that on were part of his community. That only happened because the community started to pour into him, and he was then able to have confidence and self-worth to pour into others. And so to this day, Ben is doing mentoring work with young boys who are in the foster care system, again, continuing that cycle of influence within communities that he has power to support. So congratulations again. Thanks for letting me chat with you, and I'll turn it back over to you.
Excuse me. Thank you, Alicia. That was very interesting. Thank you, thank you. So, take this out of here. And now, one at a time, I will ask each D.A.R. good citizen by school to come forward to my right with your family, your school sponsors, and other staff too. As you come forward, I will tell about a few of your many activities. You will receive a D.A.R. good citizen pin, which a parent may pin on you, and also a D.A.R. good citizen certificate. The D.A.R. member will take a picture of you, your family, and school sponsors and teachers. After the picture, school sponsors, representatives, and parents are welcome to say a few words if they would like to. And then I would like each of the D.A.R. good citizens to say just a little bit about what your future plans are after graduation. Doesn't have to be long. Just, hey, I don't know what I'm going to do, or whatever.
I'm going to build a community, right?
Now, I'm going to go alphabetically by school, so Bullet Creek is on my list, so yeah, I'm going to give you some directions. So Daisy, you're going to be the first D.A.R. good citizen. Betsy will give you the pin and the certificate, and then Kim will organize you for a photo. So I'm going to start reading, and you can come up, and your family, your whoever is here from the school, is coming up too. And let's see, Erin, Daisy K. Schwartz, going over there. Daisy K. Schwartz is a good citizen from Bullet Creek High School. She is the daughter of Molly K. Schwartz and John Schwartz, and her school sponsor is Jennifer Holden Brown. Here today with Daisy is her teacher, Erin Martin. Daisy is involved with varsity volleyball, basketball, and softball. She is a member of the National Honor Society and is president this year, as well as a member of Student Council and executive president this year. She has won several sports awards as well as academic awards. Daisy likes to volunteer with various organizations in school and her community, especially in sports, and believes that she has been able to give back to her community through these volunteering opportunities. Now, I hope she doesn't mind mentioning, but I read in the Midland Daily News that Daisy is a triplet, a sister with her two brothers. So now, someone, if, let's see, I believe, Karen, would you like to come forward and talk about Daisy?
So Jennifer wasn't able to come today, so I was honored to be able to speak for Daisy or for Jennifer. So I was lucky enough to have Daisy twice a day last year in honors physics and AP calculus, and she was a leader in both classes. Whenever I took her in the group, she was automatically the leader of that group. And I could always count on her to help her peers by raising her hand and adding to discussion. When I was asked to nominate someone for the D.A.R. Good Citizen Award, I immediately thought of Daisy. She's very strong in math and science, but she is exemplary in service, leadership, and patriotism. And there are a lot of great words I could use to describe Daisy, but two of them would be in charge. She's in charge of our new recycling program. She's in charge of NHS and student council, so many things in and out of school, and she's in charge of her twin brothers as well. Daisy is an outstanding, intelligent young woman, and I can't wait to see what great things she'll do.
Hi, my name is Daisy Schwartz, and after graduation, I plan to attend Michigan Tech to study chemical engineering.
Now, unfortunately, our good citizen from Calvary Baptist is not here, but I plan to read about her anyway. Haley Rebecca Lewis is the good citizen from Calvary Baptist Academy. She is the daughter of Eric Lewis and Deanna Lee Lewis, and her school sponsor is Eric Lewis. Haley is a member of the Honor Society and was voted as captain of her volleyball team. Haley says she likes to serve people around her, such as working in the nursery, doing church, and helping in many other church functions, as well as helping a rec soccer team. She has been in her school choir for many years, was in drama, and has participated in her basketball and soccer teams. Haley has a variety of future plans, including joining the military reserves, since members of her family were in the military. So, our next person is Vance Isaac. He's a good citizen from Coleman Junior Senior High School. He is the son of Brian and Becky Jean Isaac, and his school sponsor is Emily Willoughby. Here today, on behalf of Coleman High, is history teacher and coach Steve Fox, who has, from what I hear, known Vance since he was a kid. Vance is a member of the National Honor Society, a member of 4-H, FFA, and a Board Scholar member. He is on the Coleman football team and is the varsity team captain, as well as being the varsity basketball team captain. He has been a 3-year participant in the Agri-Science CTE program and has been doing a co-op program with an electrical company in pursuit of his post-secondary plans.
Expect to do this today, but anyways, Vance is actually my nephew. And so I've had him as a player over the years. I had him in class last year. I teach world history and I teach LB2. And as a junior, I had him last year. So I've known him since birth, and I'm very, very proud of him and the growth that he has shown over the years. He's a very, very mature young man. He's a very, very responsible young man. And I'm just very, very proud of him, as Andy and his parents are. He's a very, very hard worker, one of the hardest working kids that I've seen in the last couple of years. And I was really, really proud of the fact that he really exemplified a lot of leadership in the football field and in the school this past couple of years. And so I think he's going to do a lot of great things. And so very, very proud of him. And so thank you for letting me speak today. So.
Yeah, my name is Vance Isaac, and I plan to attend Alpina's electrical lineman program and study their 3-year programming yet, and then join the workforce as long as I plan.
Avery Manti is the good citizen from Freeland High School. She is the daughter of Brooke Manti and Matthew Manti, and her school sponsor is Heather Essex. Avery is a member and president of Student Council, a member of National Honor Society, which volunteered to help Special Olympics, and a member of Freeland Scholars. She is captain of the varsity softball team and is on the basketball team. Avery is a volunteer and designer for the Freeland Chamber of Commerce website, which contains all businesses in the Freeland community and helps keep community members informed about events being held.
Thank you.
I'm Heather Essex. I'm the school counselor at Freeland, and we are so excited to honor Avery this year. I have so many good things I could say about her. We are going to miss her,
next year for sure. She is just, I would say perfect. She is. She just, I love her. You ask her to do something, she will execute it. She's so independent. Joe just mentioned, she does Chamber of Commerce website. She went into that job for Freeland's Chamber, not knowing anybody. She just took over that job. Just took it over. She's still doing it this year. So she is just so dependable. She has a heart of gold. I listened to Alicia's speech about community, and that is totally Avery. She just loves people. We were talking before we came here today about just different job prospects, and she has an idea, I'm sure she'll talk about what she wants to go into, but she loves helping people, and you can see that in the things that she's involved in, and all the good works that she has done and that she's done as well. So we are just so proud of her and happy for her. So can't wait to see what the future holds for her.
So I'm Avery, and I don't know where I want to go, but I want to major in political science and minor in psychology.
And another one of our good citizens who is not here today is Karen Thurlow, a good citizen from Gladwin High School. Kayla is unable to be here today, but I would still like to tell you about her. She is the daughter of Sarah Jane Wolfing and Matthew Wolfing, and her sponsor is Principal Elizabeth Brown. Kayla is a member and president of Key Club. She is a member of Student Council and member of National Honor Society, serving as vice president of both. She is Gladwin Choir's student director and has been a longtime member of the Gail Wildfong dance team and helped pioneer the varsity dance team at high school. Kayla also takes part in the Gladwin County Youth Leadership Program. Next, Eleanor Hughes is a good citizen from H.H. Dow High School. She is the daughter of Joanne Hughes and Alex Hughes, and her school sponsor is Lori Halbert. With Eleanor today, representing Dow High, is Jill English. Eleanor is a member and president of H.H. Dow High Key Club International, a member of National Honor Society, a member of Distributed Education Clubs of America, where she has been a state champion and qualifier, excuse me, as well as international qualifier. As Key Club president, she combined two of her passions, music and service, to raise money and collect food for the Midland Food Pantry. Eleanor spent part of the summer in 2023 on an unpaid internship with a UK local government, the Northumberland County Council in England.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Jill English. I am Eleanor's counselor at Dow High. Eleanor started attending Midland Public Schools in middle school when she moved here from the UK. And I will say that I'm so glad she's at Dow High. She is an absolute delight to work with. Eleanor, you're dependable, personable, and so eloquently spoken. She's committed to leadership and service and has a deep appreciation for civic responsibility. Her list of activities and involvement really is, I could go on quite well, so I'll just highlight it with at Dow High. She's the president of Key Club and the president of Mock Trial. She's also an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, which means that she's taking the most well-rounded and challenging curriculum offered at our school. She plans to study international relations and her dream is to attend law school, where she can further pursue her passion for social justice. And I'll leave you with a quick fun fact about Eleanor, that she is a drummer and a lead vocalist in a rock band.
Hello, I'm Eleanor. I think Mrs. English kind of pretty well summed it up. I'm not entirely sure where I want to go yet for university, but I do want to study international relations, and I do plan to go to law school after that. Thank you.
Catherine D.A.R. is a good citizen from Meridian Early College High School. She is the daughter of Sarah D.A.R. and Robert D.A.R. and her school sponsor is Amy Boxey. Catherine, also known as Katie, serves as the National Honor Society Secretary and has helped on things such as organizing food drives, working blood drives, filming for sports teams, and felt she was able to impact people in her community of all ages. She participates in varsity softball, basketball, and volleyball, and has earned awards in all three. She is in her school's Relay for Life program. Katie has been a Delta dual enrolled student in both her junior and senior years.
Hi, I'm Amy Boxey, as I mentioned earlier, in the Dean of Students at Meridian Early College. Usually I kind of go off and cuff, but I was looking at the letter that Mr. Cable had written in one of our staff members about me, and he just summed everything up so perfectly, so I just want to read a couple of excerpts from that. He says, I have taught over 700 students. He's a youngster. I have at 7,000. Yeah. And I can't think of another student who more closely embodies a good citizen in the classroom. Katie consistently models positive behavior, from something as simple as putting away items that other students leave behind to modeling positive study habits, always willing to lend a hand and being willing to work with other students in the classroom. Katie has helped with several cleanup efforts around our community, especially after the flood, and our community does anniversary of the flood every year. We do a school-wide cleanup. And since Jay says Katie was a positive representative in our community, she never complained, even when we were pulling trash out of a literal swamp. Sweating bullets on a surprisingly warm day in May are freezing on a chilly April morning. Jay also just spoke so much about Katie's integrity, which I get to witness that on a daily basis. So we're incredibly proud of her. Katie also takes care of our house member Vaughn and our dog Sam. So we love that about her as well. And she's just a really, really special person. So congratulations, Katie.
Hi everyone, I'm Katie Shore. As mentioned, I've been dual enrolled for the last 2 years at Delta. So next year I plan on continuing that for my 5th year for Imperial College to hopefully achieve my associates, which I will hopefully transfer to CMU and do sports management.
Last but not least, Isaiah Henderson is a good citizen from Midland High School. He is the son of Megan Henderson and Larry Henderson, and his school sponsor is Shay Lampy. Here today, representing Midland High School, is Principal Teal Sherman. Isaiah is a quarterback on the Midland High football team and has received awards such as MI Player of the Week, All Academic Saginaw Valley, and Scout Team Player of the Year. He participates in varsity track and has also received awards in this sport. Isaiah is an artist, as well as a sports enthusiast. He has won advanced art awards and has had multiple pieces selected for display in art shows. A quote I read in a letter of recommendation for Isaiah was, "He is a leader among the young men in our community."
I'm Tila Sherman, I'm the principal of Midland High School. Excuse my attire, we had a Veterans Day event, so I'm a little bit more dressed up. But I always love this event because I often sit and listen to the students' accomplishments, and I don't know where you were in high school, but there's similarly, no way, I was not engaged as much as you are. So y'all are amazing. Isaiah, when you think of Isaiah, or when I think of Isaiah, one word comes to mind, two words come to mind: intense and inclusionary. When we put out to staff asking for nominations, overwhelmingly our staff said Isaiah Henderson. For various reasons, but as I watched as more of an observer, Isaiah is committed to everything he's involved in, and he approaches life in a very intense way. For example, when was the last time you ate sugar? Seventh grade. Because he wants to be this competitive athlete. We have this fabulous spread with all these delightful treats, and of course I'm stuffing my face. And I offered him some. He said, I want to be the best football player I can be for Midland High. Midland High has an overwhelming sense of community, as Alicia talked about. We pride ourselves on our community. Isaiah takes that sense of community and that responsibility, much that we throw on our athletes, whether they want it or not, quite seriously. As I mentioned, he's incredibly inclusive. Often when we have assemblies and you can tell students are shy or embarrassed to be in front of their 1,300 peers because it's quite a vulnerable space, Isaiah is always in the front row, the loudest, the most intense, cheering on his classmates, whether he knows them or not, because he wants them to feel like they belong. We do a victory day at our school, and it's an event where we have students with cognitive and physical disabilities, and our whole football team puts them through this regimen of allowing them to feel the same victory that our football athletes feel. And so they wear uniforms, and Isaiah is in the front, cheering on these kids, embracing these kids, truly elevating them to the same level that he gets to be elevated on every Friday night. So he sees that responsibility as just being a good human, and similarly, he approaches it with this commitment. He's committed to his community. He's committed to people. He genuinely is kind. When we ask teachers to speak a little bit about their nominations, of course, the head football coach, who's not a man of many words, but Coach Medner praises Isaiah's intensity and focus during practice. He's a man who is willing to do whatever it takes to help our team be successful. He's an inspiration to his teammates and his coaches. I would articulate he's also an inspiration to his teachers and administration. We could not be more proud of Isaiah.
Hello, my name is Isaiah Henderson. I am currently undecided on where I'd like to go to school, but I know I'd like to do physical therapy as my future, and I hope to continue my football career in college.
And as you can see, all these young people are amazing. And I've included only a small part of the things they have done. And they have many different interests. I see great things for all of them in the future. Congratulations to all of our school winners. Wear your pin with pride. Now, our D.A.R. John Alden Chapter Award winner, who was selected by the judges this year, is Daisy K. Schwartz of Cold Creek High School. I've got a copy of your essay, and I hope you will read it.
First, I'd just like to say thank you to the committee for this award. It really means a lot. So when I was asked to write this essay, it took me a minute to think about how I'm going to go about this. But here's what I came up with. Being a citizen of the United States is one of the greatest privileges that a person can receive. But with such an honor comes certain civic responsibilities that a good citizen should carry out over the course of their life. These include community service, participation in our country's democracy, and moral use of the many freedoms that we as American citizens are granted. Such responsibilities, like serving one's community, are vital to the success and longevity of America that I hope to experience in the near future. For instance, being active in your community and serving those around you not only benefits yourself, but also your fellow community members. Acts of service like volunteering at your school's local bake sale or coaching a local youth basketball team can have a positive impact on all those involved. There is also an aspect of general positivity and camaraderie that is shared throughout a community when its members work together. Such a feeling of a unified society is what I believe led to our country's success in its independence, and which I hope continues to be a key value in everyday American life. In addition to community service, democratic participation is another core belief that I would like to see thrive in America's future. This is because so many of our faithful citizens have fought and died to establish as well as protect our democracy, both in the past and in the present. Spanning from the Revolutionary War to World War II, Americans have defended the institution of representative democracy that we have in this country. Such sacrifices allow us to not only have a say in our government's leaders, but also to shape the course of our society, both on a national and global level. This is not a privilege most other countries have, and it is part of the reason why the United States is a leader on the world stage. I also believe that these freedoms should be used in a moral way by present and future American citizens. The only way to retain the purity and effectiveness of governmental democracy is to employ its uses in the right ways. As such, I think that the politicians should once again focus on what is most beneficial for those they represent, instead of how much money and fame their campaign can amass. I would also like to see a political reunification, or at least a civil coexistence of the different political beliefs. In recent times, we have lost sight of our common democratic participation in turn for hate and slander for those with opposing views, which I believe our founding fathers would frown upon, as it is creating a divide in our nation. Calling the United States of America home should be cherished by all the citizens, and thus certain duties should be performed to reflect the love we have for our country. Through serving one's community, being active in democratic practices, and striving to employ moral uses of freedom, I believe that America will continue to be shaped in a country that I hope to experience for the entirety of my life. Such behaviors reflect values of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism that not only your organization, but also this great country was founded. Thank you.
We have a special tribute for you from the state of Michigan. It is signed by Governor Whitmer, Lieutenant Governor Gilchrist, Senator McDonald Rivet, and Representative Schuette. I would like to read it, even though it may be repetitive of the things that have already been said about you. So, I read it and I thought, oh, this is great. Special tribute, State of Michigan, to Daisy Schwartz, recognizing her accomplishment, her achievement of the Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizen Award. Let it be known that it is with great pleasure that we offer congratulations to Daisy Schwartz upon receiving the 2023 Good Citizen Award presented by the Daughters of the American Revolution, John Alden Chapter. This prestigious recognition signifies that the qualities of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism have been shown through the words and acts of the good citizen receiving this award. Furthermore, the individual selected for this award must demonstrate these qualities with an outstanding degree in an academic environment and be selected by both teachers and peers. Daisy Schwartz has shown that she is both hardworking and dependable, working on her family farm since she was only 8 years old, and as a barista and employee at the Bullet Creek Little League simultaneously. Academically, Daisy has served as a leader and role model students for her peers as president of the Bullet Creek National Honor Society, as a top achiever in mathematics and chemistry at her school, and as a youth sports camp instructor. Furthermore, she has a deep commitment to serving her community in several ways, including her church youth camp, participating in the Midland Special Olympics, and serving in several roles on her school student council, most recently as executive president. Her unwavering, deeply rooted love for helping those around her and making her community a better place exhibits a level of patriotism that embodies what it means to be a good citizen in our state and community. On top of her many responsibilities, Ms. Schwartz is also an avid athlete who has found great success in basketball, volleyball, softball, and soccer. As an outstanding student and exemplary role model for all, we are proud to watch Ms. Schwartz pursue her education goals of becoming a chemical engineer and studying abroad. We know that wherever Ms. Schwartz chooses to go, she will always exhibit what it means to be a good citizen and represent her community, state, and county well. In special tribute, therefore, this document is signed and dedicated to congratulate Daisy Schwartz on her achievement of the Good Citizen Award on behalf of the Daughters of the American Revolution John Allen Chapter. As I say, it's signed by L.G. Schutte, State Representative, 95th District, Kristen McDonald-Whitman, State Senator, 35th District, Garland Gilchrist II, Lieutenant Governor, and Gretchen Whitmer, Governor.
Thank you. And please don't be much closer to that.
And again, Daisy, congratulations and best wishes for your future plans. Following our adjournment, we would like to get a picture of all of our school winners in front of the fireplace. We changed that over here. We will use the emails that the students provided to send out the pictures that were taken, the group picture and individual picture. At this time, I would like to thank everyone for coming and helping us celebrate this special day for these outstanding students. Thank you to all the committee members and to everyone who is helping out with this recognition ceremony. We do have lots of refreshments over here on the table to my right, so please help yourselves. Thank you.